I got the divorce, I quit the job, and now I'm moving out of my townhouse. I don't have a plan. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm happy that this is all happening, and I am so ready to start this next chapter. Welcome back to Silver Lining Adventures, where I'm selling my old life to fund my new one. And I'm proving to you that it's never too late to start over, take a risk, and find your own silver lining. I am finding the silver lining in every situation that I possibly can. And in today's episode, I am just going to talk about how I'm feeling emotionally. Divorce is done. We still live together. We will reside together for the next couple of months. I think August 31st, we have to be out of here. And I resigned from my job. I'm totally disconnecting from that job. I'm really not feeling too much about the job. Today, I met some candidates for my position, and I thought I would feel some type of way, and I really just don't. I do not care. I don't have any emotional attachments left to this job. I thought I would feel differently because I've been there for 5 years. However, I don't really have any emotional attachments to this job anymore. I used to. I did a lot. I did a lot. I feel like I put a lot, my heart and soul into that job. It didn't go the way that I thought it would go. And it turns out that was a blessing in disguise because now I'm leaving and now I'm starting my next chapter, and it feels amazing. I feel so much less stressed. Like I can literally just let it all go and say, I don't care. No longer my problem. Because that job is so stressful. I feel like being at that job for 5 years, I feel like I aged another 10 years just from the stress of being in that position. That job has literally made me sick and stressed me out to levels that I cannot even explain. I constantly felt like I can never catch up. Like, and I would try to stay late at work. In the beginning, I tried to stay late. I stayed late. I stayed late. And I just gave up because no matter what I did, I could not catch up. And I just constantly felt like my work suffered. The quality of my work is suffering. Like I can't even finish my job half of the time. And that's not how I want to be remembered, or that's not even how I want to sit in a position and knowing that I can't even give them quality work anymore. I can't finish the job. I'm too far behind. There's not enough time in the day and all of that, and the stress of all of that. I have an autoimmune disease. I have rheumatoid arthritis. The stress of all of it literally made me sicker. I was having flares more regularly, and I was just getting so sick. And I finally said, I cannot do this anymore. I'm going to choose me over this job. I'm going to choose me over this marriage. I'm going to choose me over it all. And that is what I have decided to do. So I let it all go, all of it, the marriage, the job, the house, everything. I don't really have a plan. And I don't really care. I'm going to figure it out as I go. And that's why I say I'm selling my old life to fund my new one. All this materialistic stuff that I don't need, that I proved to myself that, yeah, we can get it, we can have it all. We did it. We have it all. We have everything that we could possibly need and then some, way too much stuff. So I'm selling it. I'm selling it to fund my new life. I want to travel more. I want to get out of the cold. I want to go to national parks. I want to hike. I want to have adventures. I don't want to be stuck behind a desk. I have watched the people that I work with that have been at that job for years grow sick and tired, and health issue after health issue after health issue. I watch my coworkers. I console my coworkers because they come into the office and they are so stressed out that they cry, that they're begging for help, that they're begging for change, but they can't leave because they're too invested. They're too stuck. They don't think there's a way out. And for me, that was not an option. I don't think the same way. And I completely understand that this is my life and I'm going to live it the way that I want to. That's why I decided that it is time for the next chapter. This chapter's over. I need to move on. I need to be a better, healthier, stronger. And I know that I can't do that sitting there. I just cannot. The stress of it all is so overwhelming. Today, I watched as those women came in to apply for my position, and I really just wanted to tell them to run for the hills. You don't want this, but that's for them to figure out. I made a lot of friends and connected with a lot of cool people at my job over the last 5 years. And yeah, I will miss them. However, I have to put myself first and I can't sit there and get sicker. I'm literally watching coworkers get sick that were healthy 5 years ago. But the stress of it all, we all know that stress just keeps us sick. It just keeps us sick, and I'm not willing. I'm not willing to give up my health. Just knowing that I'm leaving and I will not have the stress of that job anymore is quite the relief. I also want to see that when I leave, my body can just get out of fight or flight mode and relax and see if I stop having these arthritis flares that I keep having and get off of all these ridiculous medications that they want to put me on. I'm not a fan of medication. In 5 years at my position, I have gone from taking over the counter medications to control my pain, to then taking a pill, to then taking a weekly injection, to now taking an infusion because my arthritis, my RA is so bad and I'm so stressed out all the time that my body does not have a chance to just relax and get out of fight or flight and just be calm. My body just can't at this job, and I'm not willing to do this anymore. So I will be excited to see how my health improves leaving this job, how my mental state improves leaving this job, how my mental state improves leaving this state. It was 59 degrees today, cold, rainy, just yuck. I'm so sick of it. I really want to see some sunshine and just feel some warmth. I need to take my health back. So I decided I got a divorce. I'm I resigned from the job and now I'm moving out of Wisconsin. I am moving out of this house and I am so done and I need to start over. I literally need a factory reset. Am I scared? Absolutely. I am so scared, but I'm going to do this anyway because I have to, because my health depends on it. Let me know in the comments if you have a job that is literally so stressful for you that it is destroying your health. I mean, can you see it? Can you feel it? The timeline, like put it all together and when your health issues started, like over 5 years? 5 years is that's crazy how much I feel like I aged in 5 years. When I sit back and I actually think about how this job has aged me over the last 5 years that I sat in this position, that I have rheumatoid arthritis and that my autoimmune disease is so bad. I went from taking over the counter medication to control my aches and pains to then taking a daily pill to then taking a weekly injection. I would have to inject myself to then now I take an infusion. A nurse comes to my house and gives me a whole ass infusion because this job is so stressful for me that my body just cannot regulate. It cannot rest. I am so stressed out all the time. And this job is the main culprit. I know that it is. I don't sleep at night. I lay awake, like thinking, oh my God, I got so much to do tomorrow. Like it's so overwhelming and so stressful. It causes so much anxiety that I honestly feel like I've aged 10 years and I've only been in this position for 5. So it was time. It is time to take back my life, take back my health, and it's time for this next chapter. Working in the office, in a school especially, you hear all kinds of stuff and people just bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. And I just could not anymore. I just could not anymore. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with watching my friends struggle and thinking you're so much more invested than I am. I'm 5 years in, I can walk away. You can't. You're Some of them are 20 and 30 years in. They're so close. I can still walk away. I'm not so invested that I can't leave and I can start over and it's okay. So let me know in the comments how you're feeling at your job. I honestly feel like this would be a common trend. Our jobs are causing our health issues. Our physical health issues and our mental health issues are situational, and the job is probably the number one culprit. Obviously, relationships and things like that, but the job. So I quit my job so I can breathe again. If you want to follow along and watch me sell my old life to fund my new one, then don't forget to subscribe. I already have another video coming up because I sold some stuff and I made quite a bit of money. See you in the next one.